everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. We're playing UEDAIP, it's a custom mod for StarCraft Remastered, and we're on mission 4 of the Zerg campaign. I did manage to have all 5 command centers. I don't know if you could have more than that. I assume 5 is the cap. I think I may have actually infested 6, so if we have 6, we have 6. Let's go. Pretty big map, this one tends to be. Okay, here we go. So we still have our 10,000 resources. Let me go ahead and read the... Let me read the synopsis. I haven't been doing this, but I guess now's a better time to start again. Grand macro ZVT with an unusually small amount of multitasking, but a huge emphasis on proper macro. Multiple enemies, each with a different set of tactics, some reactions built into the map. So, this is how I play Zerg best, I think, which is just spam out as many units as flippin' possible. So I guess let's do that. Looks like we've got a good amount of tech, so let's hotkey all my hatcheries. Start getting some basic upgrades as soon as possible. And then let's make sure that our gas is saturated. We've got 2 geysers, actually. So that's nice. Okay, so I think just to start, again, we have all this money. So I'm just going to go ahead and make Zerglings and try to get going. Get some basic upgrades here. You guys get on the geyser, please. We're going to need to saturate this eventually, but just to start here, we've got what we need. Oh, I have a Greater Spire as well. All right, well, we're going to go... we're going to make Guardians. Mutalisks just seem totally pointless. The other thing that I could do is make... let's get a round of drones. The other thing that I could do is... we want to bomb with infested Terrans again. They're not super gas heavy, but just having them to defend us seems very prudent. Deciding like where to go first up here makes the most sense. So just want to get some Hydralisks. I don't even have a... Why do you start with all your tech except a Hydra Den? That's kind of an odd choice, but that's fine. And then we want to grab extra Evo chambers. And then probably get a bunch of colonies as well to make sure that we stay defended. Okay. And then with our extra money, again, are we just going to spam Zerglings, and then grabbing Adrenal Glands makes the most sense to me. Again, we have all this cash. Let's get a move on. What I don't have, I need to get Overlord speed, like as soon as possible.
I suspected. The UED has sent its pet Zerg to reinforce their troops. But strangely enough, there aren't very many Zerg attacking. Maybe the UED is having more difficulty controlling the Overmind.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, and then just keep the pressure on with the Zerglings. The sooner that we can take an enemy out, the better. I'm sure you can all agree with. Let's get some basic upgrades. Yes! Yes! They've done it! Was it cost efficient? No, but it's fine. Alright, so we've got Cyan possibly down in that location. Okay, let's rally up here. Keep up the pressure. Wait until we get another round of units. Oh, well, that's why. That's the only thing with the smart rally is you're going to run into this issue. Well, I'm glad. I thought all those units died, but they didn't. They just got stuck back here. Okay, and then we need Hydralisk upgrades as well. Let's go Hydralisk speed. You all move on up. Okay, let's try to get down there. Fire bats are monstrous against us just because they're beefed up. Let's just get our Overlord into position and just rush down this ramp. We're not getting slammed by anything right now, so I'm happy to, again, keep this push on. Getting more Ultralisks would be prudent. I think we need more Overlords as well. Just going to keep making Zerglings and Hydralisks. Oh, well, those are drones. That's fine. Okay, so blue must have more production rather than what's down here, so we're going to have to go and find that. But for now, let's just focus on staying alive, and we're going to get more Zerglings up into position. That's all good. Getting our upgrades. I'm mostly just focused on upgrades because it told me emphasis on proper macro. So let's have emphasis on proper macro. Lots of Zerglings and Hydralisks. That's the way to go. Hydra attack range. Let's just clean this up. And then the next area I want to go is probably down here, if we can. But let's just keep it up. Just for now. Again, the Guardians are actually providing a lot of support. The problem is, again, they get countered so hard, you have to keep them so protected. Like little babies. Okay, so I have a base that I can take up here now, so I guess let's go for it. Oh no. Stay away from those. Okay, let's just get our Hydralisks up to push back against this. And then you all just back up. Let's just take a moment, reconsolidate, continue getting Hydralisks, and then pick a direction where we want to go next. I think we've mostly taken out blue. I think they're just going to chase us forever. Let's get down there and try to clean those up. So let's get up here. So now we've got a new hatchery. That's not going to stay alive for long, though. Okay. Got new stuff coming up here. We saved some of these Guardians, but not many. Let's move on up. And again, I gotta pick a direction where I want to go next. I've got this that's building, but I don't really need the income just yet. I did it again. Again, it's annoying to remember.
All forces are under attack.
But once you do, it's not too bad. Maybe getting a round of Guardians would be good. Not too many, but like the ones that we have just provided so much fire support. I see infested Terrans. Let's get down here. They're gonna hit what they're gonna hit. Oh well, they just killed each other, so that's fun for me. It's a lot of ghosts, and like who cares about ghosts? Okay, so there's a little blue outpost up here. Let's clean this up. Let's make a round for upgrades and check. Make Guardians.
All forces are under attack.
Okay, and again, stuff, you know, we're losing occasional things here to these. What do you... Like, I don't care if we lose infested command centers. Who needs 5? No, you never need 5. Do these outrange sunken colonies? That's crazy to me.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Hydras. We found another base, so I guess we should just go for it. We're kind of stuck on a ramp, though, if we want it. Still haven't actually killed this group, so maybe let's get down here. Here, make one infested Terran. That'll help, and then let's just rebuild some of these colonies. Okay, we're gonna make Zerglings because again, once we push through the initial defense, I think that's what allows us to get through all this now a lot easier. Kill this. There we go. Gotta focus down those.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, and if we want to attack yellow and support my forces, we do have to go all the way up and around, which is a bit of a pain. Next, we have to go left to cyan. And then also finish saturating this, which is going to require, I guess, gas for the most part. All right, you all go. Here, got a drone in here. Make that gas. Come on. Very nice. He's alive. Okay, yellow is mostly gutted. They still have production, but we're slowly chipping away at it. We should probably get some safety colonies as well. What do you know? We're going to make Zerglings. We're already sort of pushing into the next enemy base, which is solid. I guess getting rid of the rest of blue here. Let's get a round of drones to saturate this. Just trying to tab through and do that as fast as possible. Meanwhile, this side is not safe at all, so let's just get a line of colonies, and as soon as... I mean, it will be okay, I think, as long as we just get some more infested Terrans as well.
All forces are under attack.
Okay, we want to stop them from making Valkyries. Kill that. So many Valkyries. Just kill the Valkyries and eliminate the starport, I guess. Okay, so that's it for yellow, it looks like. Not completely, but mostly. Especially if we're killing their siege tanks. All these stupid little traps kind of confuse me why they exist, but it's fine. All right, Infested Terran, we killed it. We're all good. Hey, look. Look what I've done again. Gas?
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, so I could take this. The next step, I think, is maybe we want to go for the base that's down and to our left. Spores and spores.
Serve the Directorate. Serve humanity.
Okay, so we have some attack that's making its way towards us. Some. This looks like it, actually. Back up. We're gonna have to mess around with the.
Our forces are under attack.
Here, let's consolidate down here. We're gonna have to mess around with the lurker AI because I didn't have enough overlords down there. Looks like we actually pushed this back for the most part. I have another base that I can take now, and next is this black or brown color. I'm not sure which it is. Yeah, the next I think the next I wanna move down into the left because that base seems like it's just really up my ass. So let's go for it. Upgrades, ultra speed. We can afford it now. We're actually gonna start falling behind on minerals soon, so let's just make sure that this is saturated. Okay, I'm not sure if that means that an enemy ground attack is coming, or air attack. Well, not air attack. Our infested Terrans, or were those mine that were spawning? I'm just not sure. Okay, let's get down here. Got the Ultralisks. Let's double check all of our upgrades. I should get some Defilers.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, come on. Let's not lose a Guardian. Okay, next step, we want to sit over here, I'd say. And then is my Defiler Mound? I queued one up, but I don't know where it is. Let's keep getting flyer attacks, and we could remake some of those Mutalisks, because they've been extremely useful. I'm trying to spend my money as fast as I can get it, if that's not clear. Let's make sure that we're not leaving units that are sitting on mineral lines or anything like that. Okay, pretty big attack that's making its way up this ramp. That's fine. Let's just consolidate in our base. Nope, that's going through all my hotkeys at a very fast rate here, and it's causing problems. Are these stuck? How did they get back there in the first place? Let's kill our own sunken colonies, shall we? Okay, well that's fun up there to have that stuff attacking me. You dumb idiot. Okay, so let's make a save. Cycled save. We're gonna have to get up here and like the orange attacks are the ones that absolutely roast you, as far as I can tell. So we got to just get up there. Because again, those are the ones that are able to really kill us here. Once the sunken colony finishes, we should be relatively safe. Get a few more Mutalisks.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, we pushed it back. What? Oh, are they they're cloaked? Who knows where they are because they have such a long range. Doesn't matter to me. Let's just get down here.
Our forces are under attack.
Back up. Got colonies here. That was fun for me to kill my own stuff, but you know, whatever happens, sometimes it happens. proper full-on macro with Zerg actually can be a little irritating, as you can tell, because the way that you can control things by having them go on gas or minerals, you know, with the rally points. The smart rally is actually, I think, harder to use in that respect. I need a defiler. Where did I build the defiler mound? There it is. At a synaptic node, and probably consume would be smart. Okay, do I have plus? I have plus. I'm 3-3-3 already. Let's go and turn these into Guardians. That's why I made them. And then getting down this ramp, I guess we could use the Guardians to start chipping away. Because, again, they have astronomical range. Be a sunken. Main thing is, again, the orange attacks. We gotta be able to stop the orange attacks somehow. Hey, move. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, it's time to go. Get down the ramp, boys.
Our forces are under attack.
And we've been relatively safe for a while. We can maybe attack with this stuff down the ramp. Again, get in there, except the Overlords, which want to keep sort of back. Their spider mines and such. Guardians keep attacking, get +3. Armor upgrades don't really seem like they'd be that valuable, to be honest.
Prepare the fleet to move out.
We are getting
Our
way
forces are
behind
under attack.
schedule.
Preparing the fleet to move out means air, I think. I have a defiler. Let's move it up. Hopefully it can Dark Swarm for us, because we're going to need to... Yeah, it should be able to swarm here relatively soon. Yes, storm my Ultralisks, you dummies. Okay, keep moving forward.
Our forces are under attack.
We'll just move into the swarm and kill it. Okay, so that's another one down, so we killed yellow, blue, and cyan right now. Let's continue getting this set up. Let's follow up with Zerglings, because they can chew through an enemy base really fast. Let's get a few infested Terrans, because they do push back those orange attacks pretty well, pretty effectively. Oh, okay. Well, that's where they came from here. Make some Scourge. By the time those finish, we should be good. Okay, we got another base. I have several bases that I could take. Next is killing gray. Or black, or whatever that group is. And I have to secure that upper area, because they're just going to keep doing that. So let's get up here. We can follow the top area and go for that top area of gray. Okay, that's another group down. Hang on. So let's kill this with our Guardians. Here comes another large cyan attack. Okay, fine. That's all fine. I see orange as well, but I suspect that that's... Well, I don't know. We'll see. Gotta consolidate and go for that last group. It looks like this is where orange is dropping for the most part, so we should probably move up there. I could try to set up colonies down here too, but I want to keep the pressure on because I have the money to continue making stuff. I'm going to rally up here. Okay, and then let's move. Well, we can use infested Terrans to push these back, and then I have to move this attacking units down there as well, because this is where we're going next. They're like blockading me. Why don't you just kill these things first, please? Okay, we're here. They're chasing me, which is good. We could just take them on a wild goose chase. Saturate this back up.
Our forces are under attack.
And then I'll build this, and I'll use some leftover drones to just build a bunch of colonies down there. Okay, attack.
Our forces are under attack.
Get some overlords up here. Okay, I feel like now we have to make sure that we reconsolidate properly. Let's get an army built and get it set up down here. If they're going to attack me from the left, we can easily rotate around and save it. But let's just not let Orange bully us out of this position. Where the heck did you come from? Where did he even come from? Okay. Looking better. Again, waiting for this to finish. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. So this is going to get mined out. We can transfer some drones. Let's grab Consume. I don't really care about Plague. I guess we should grab Spawn Broodling and get some Queens. That would be really useful. Let's go Hydralisks, and again, we're going to make our move towards Charcoal or whatever that AI is. Okay, time to move into position over here.
All forces are under attack.
Overlords. Well, that makes sense. I haven't really been maxed out or anything this whole time. That's A-okay here. You know what? We might as well set this up.
All forces are under attack.
These low ground bases, though, are just so vulnerable. Okay, get over here, buddy. Back up.
Forces are under attack. Spawn more.
It's so easy to get supply blocked by some of these attacks. It's driving me nuts. Okay, again, I'm trying to consolidate here and pick a direction to get to Charcoal. We'll get there eventually. Part of this is just, again, the inability to properly consolidate for a while. But we'll get there. You look at this fucking asshole in there. Okay, gonna go Mutalisks for a little bit of time. Just trying to leave units in various locations to ensure that I can keep my expansions alive so that I can eventually do what I need to do. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, maybe a little preemptive. The Ultralisks are here to protect us. What I was going to do here is make Guardians. Probably not the smartest of choices because I don't have enough ground to air cover. And here comes an orange attack. You know what? I haven't been saving because this is probably not a good attack that I have going right now. Yeah, we're all cleaned up, so I guess let's back up and do what we can. That was an infested Terran. It landed right on top of me, it looks like. Again, the challenge that I'm having right now is running into orange attacks or not. We need to be able to somehow survive orange attacks. Oh, that's right. Defilers have an air attack, and it's pretty good. I forgot about that. Yeah, that base was never long for this world. We did, I guess, stop an orange attack, so that's a positive. Maybe I should go for Charcoal from the top rather than the bottom. I don't know. Let's just wait until we can, again, consolidate properly.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's take this gas. We need overlords. This is a lot better of a position to be in, I'd say. This Defiler's still alive. Good work, buddy.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Orange still managing to get through here. What are your upgrades like? Oh my god, it's just a flood. They just don't stop. The way they circumvent you is just so irritating, as I've said so many times. I don't think we're going to be able to stop this without losing a lot of stuff. Let's just make sure that we have some infested Terrans back here that can help when necessary. The important thing is if we can somehow push through these enemies. Well, these Ultralisks actually could probably clean this up. It's really not that powerful of a force.
Our forces are under attack.
Then we gotta try to retake it. What is it? What do you... Oh. Wow, my entire ground force got wiped out there. Breaking this is definitely harder. Where are my rallies? I bet I've got like a mineral line somewhere that just got like 1 million units sitting on it. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just load that save. I don't really like where this has gone, so let's just back out from here. Again, consolidate, take our time. Consolidate down here. Keep this base alive. Make those Hydralisks. Again, we need anti-air cover for this base. It's probably the biggest thing. Okay, and then we've got all of these drones here. I'm going to transfer down here so that we can make some colonies as well. It's virtually impossible to keep a lot of these locations alive. Again, maybe getting rid of this first and going down the ramp would be better. We need a lot of melee to do that. Okay, here we are. So we're all back here. I guess we'll start getting Carapace. We're transferring, so let's go ahead and start throwing down some colonies here. Gotta watch out for air attacks. Charcoal seems very versatile and very hard to break. This is, I guess, okay. I wasn't really expecting this to be a flush expansion in any case.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Again, let's consolidate down here. I'd very much like to attack without having to focus on too many distractions. That's kind of the hardest part here, is there's so many distractions constantly, which is funny because the map is described as not having a large macro focus, or a large micro focus, and yet here we are. Okay, perfect. So this is the attack that destroyed this base. We're going to do our best to push this back. We're going to get some Ultralisks. It's a lot of Guardians, but I've got the counter for it. Fuck out of here, Valkyries, you pieces of garbage. Okay, lure them down here. A big part of this is just the irritating Valkyries and not being able to have enough supply available to build more units. See, like, now I'm supply blocked, mostly because white is doing this. So, Guardians, it's hard to say. Like, they're good, but they feel like a waste of money. They feel like a big waste of money just because they get killed so easily by a variety of things. Trying hard to push back these attacks. We got this upper ledge here. We got hit by orange and white pretty much at the exact same time.
Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
So I've got to try to get rid of all these shitty Valkyries that are just sitting. They killed a lot of my drones there. Okay, and Firebat's under Swarm just kill Zerglings so fast that I don't even think I can utilize Dark Swarm, because Firebats were made that much stronger, except in the UED campaign you can't even utilize them very well. Very properly, I should say. There we go, so that's dead, finally. I'm still going to make Zerglings. They're really good at absorbing damage. I guess let's save now, because I'm feeling a little bit better. I need to resaturate this base. I have access to several other bases as well, and I actually have more gas. As long as we leave some infested Terrans in our base. I just saved, so let's again kind of move up into position. It's surprisingly difficult to do that when the enemy is extremely spread out, as are we. So trying to just get through all of this shit, again, is surprisingly difficult, but we're going to continue to try. All this stuff, we want to just attack straight into charcoal. Let's go ahead and attack with the Guardians first. And sit back and then just support them. And then we gotta rally up to here now. With cheap stuff. With cheap stuff. All right, this is gonna go a lot better. I think, maybe, probably. Okay, it looks like we're through this time. It took us a while to break through this, but a lot of it was just waiting for the orange attacks are huge, and they're gonna roll a base if you're not particularly careful. So that's why I was extra careful with attacking with the timing. Well, I was the second time, I should say. Okay, so we need all these bases. Guess I could infest these command centers, but what's the point? There's more up there. Okay, and then just random units that are spread out. Again, I'm just going to try to keep this pressure on endlessly. That's another down. Now there's red. No, red is Dominion, it looks like. This map, I think, would have been really well suited to having an AI ally. So is this... This is interesting. So is there a... Where's the ground path, I suppose? Alright, so now let's save, and we have to get all of our new bases set up and saturated. So that's what we're going to focus on while just pushing back every attack from all these different locations. There are ghosts somewhere. I need antenna. Okay, let's move these down here. Yeah, attack me with your one medic. Where the hell is this ghost? There he is. That's because I don't have antenna. Okay. Consolidate. This is hatchery. This is a different hatchery now. So all of you, we're going to move you up here. One of you, take this. You can do it, buddy. Hey, he did it. Okay, so that means, I guess, lots of Hydralisks? I don't know. So what's interesting here is it doesn't seem like there's a ground path, so they can only drop on us. So as long as we keep our army sort of spread out on these edges, then we're all good. Hey, come on down here and grab this. So what I'm going to need to do is clear out a ground location to set up creep colonies and then Niduses, I guess, to get over here. Which is not super appealing to me, but unfortunately is where we're at, so... Alright, so we can finally get all of our overlords out and all of that good stuff. You know what? You guys go and scout for me. Let's see if maybe down here is the better spot. No, it's not. It's gotta be up here. Here, overlord, go and check it out. And then we're gonna rally all of our new hatcheries up here. Gotta wait for this. And again, we're just getting set up. I really don't see them somehow getting through all of this. They could, but I don't think they will. It just depends on where they go. I'm going to make drones down here, mostly to just ensure that this is not the location that gets dropped on. So there's orange and, I guess, white. I have a surprising amount of gas, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. These are both depleted. It's probably better with these drones being put somewhere else. Like, I can leave one on each. But, like, these drones, again, are probably better suited to actually be harvesting somewhere. And the Guardians are good only if you have a huge amount of Hydras to support them. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have so many hatcheries. Where did he drop and then Plague? What a piece of shit. Let's grab Burrow. Let's get some of these extra upgrades. We're going to need Overlord drops, actually, so let's grab that first. Where's my Queen's Nest? We should just grab every upgrade available to us. Okay. And then this one. And then overlords. And then I should just be setting up creep colonies all over the place. I'm sorry, Guardian. Oh my god. The Scourge was dumb. We did it. We did it, boys. Just keep the Guardians far back because they've got a huge range. I know that I'm extremely safe because they have to drop on me, so they can't get a huge army dropped right on top of me unless I essentially allow it to happen, which I'm not going to. So I don't know exactly how I want to proceed. It's basically waiting for orange. The next step is just getting colonies pretty much all along this coast to dissuade them from dropping in any particular location. Sunken spores.
Forces are under attack.
Because there's plenty of resources available. Down here seems to be going to be their area. Oh my god, you son of a bitch. Okay, and I don't think I have any defilers left, so we just got to try to push this back naturally. This is kind of one of those where, like, if you don't have a defiler ready to go, you're going to be in trouble. So we'll spam colonies down here, I guess. Let's go ahead and make some Scourge. Hey, you guys just back up. You guys get down here. You, I guess, slowly die. And we'll kill these things eventually. We've got the Scourge coming out, which will kill them, and then we'll just make more. I'm mostly just waiting for resources. Here, come and kill this one. I'm waiting for a giant bank. So that I can spam out an army and then spam out another army. I'm not thrilled at all with having to do, mess around with this. But it is the way it is. Okay, we have a defiler. Let's just hotkey that. And here, consume here. I don't know what's being attacked. There's yellow? I guess there's a... Oh, I already killed yellow. All right, just forget that. Okay, move on up here. Don't let him burrow. Nice plague, asshole. It's like I'm tempted to make a cut because, like, nothing's going to be happening here until I can get a bunch of Nidus canals set up. This area up here is going to be perpetually contested. But this is working pretty darn well, I'd say. We just keep setting up... We just spam colonies on this ledge. And let's get our Hydralisks up here as well. Don't think I don't see that. I'm able to actually get to 200 supply. Now I've got the resources coming in. So I guess let's make an effort here to make... I just need some creep over here where I can put a Nidus. Speaking of that, though, we need the Niduses in the first place. And then we can rally straight into them. Well, I don't know what I expected. This seems to be their primary jam right here, so as long as we keep this back, we're all good. Ultras, Ultras, Hydras, 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 Hydras. Overlords. I guess Guardians, we're going to have to bait the Scourge. Let's see if we can, again, we just got to get one right over here. Now they're trying down here. Okay, where are all my Guardians? Let's just move them down here. They look for the weakest location, which is down here. I guess you guys, and then where's my... I had some infested Terrans. They're just sitting now. You know what? I'm happy to... Hey, you know what? That's fine. All right, let's move on in here. See you later, guys. Yeah, perfect, okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Gotta get some drones. Gotta actually get some drones to set up a creep colony. I could do a mass drop as well, but I really don't want to. Gotta kill this.
It's under attack.
I thought about swarming, but that would be like the dumbest thing that I could do. We gotta spread out against these Skywings. Now they've got the rockets, which means they're just super strong against everything. But obviously they're fragile, so that's the difference. Like, they can keep minuscule pressure on here, but not to the point where I'm actually threatened. And we just keep rallying all my hatcheries. And then eventually we make more hatcheries on the other side. I don't like at all how I need to, how I have to drop on the other side of this. That's just, blech. Once we get through there, though, I've got the economy to keep the pressure on, and getting rid of orange is going to be amazing. It's fine. Maybe we should keep a defiler over here, too. Let's get some more guardians as well, but not too many, as we've learned. Okay, so let's go Nidus Canal exit. Nidus Canal exit. And then I guess we can rally straight into these. Does that work? I think it does. I think it does. We'll see. And then we can just float over with our guardians as well. And I've got the income now. It's just rallying way, way across the map. This is like cleanup mode, but I would consider this pretty fun cleanup mode, if only because there's a lot to still do. Like, there's still enemies that are definitely a threat. I'm going to leave some Hydralisks.
Our forces are under attack.
I think I just got plagued. I think I heard the plague. I'll leave you over here just in case. Oh, that's what we need. Overlords. Here, follow my Ultralisks, I guess, and then you guys follow. Just follow. You all get in there. What am I missing? Regen. Hey, guess what? Hydralisks. That's going to be our go-to. Hydralisks and Zerglings. Oops, I actually just hit my Windows key as I'm trying to go through every single hotkey to build.
Our forces are under
It's surprisingly difficult. Yeah, your units do automatically go through, which is really nice. You guys stay back. And I need vision on all this stuff. I need vision on all the lurkers, but I can't afford to lose all my overlords. Until we get to white, I really don't see much of a need for what am I thinking? Ow? I don't even know. I don't see much of a need for, oh, defilers. God, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Keep rallying.
Our forces are under attack.
Keep going. Get some extra new Ultralisks to throw into this group as well. See, the Guardians, again, as long as they're protected, they're all pretty weak, but they, you know, we're getting through orange.
Our forces are under attack.
So it is working. Gonna need some more Overlords as well. And this is gonna stop orange from attacking us, keep in mind. So I think we're through. Protect the Guardians, as the Guardians are gonna deal a ton of damage here. Hey, the Queen's Nest is down. Big positives. I saw that infested Terran. I guess I could make my own, but just rallying them up here and doing all that just seems a bit of a pain. All right, I don't think we need these anymore. Famous last words. I've liked this map only because it's definitely all about, like, keeping forward momentum. When you stop, it's actually a lot harder when you stop pushing. It's, like, noticeably harder when you stop pushing. Look at all those stupid defilers up there. Drones and drones. Let's send some drones through so that we can make some new forward production. And we just keep going. Let's reconsolidate. There's only one direction they can get to us from as far as I can tell, so we can just start attacking with the Guardians. I'm going to make some more Guardians here as well.
Our forces are under attack.
Do I need to set this up? Probably not, but I think it's worthwhile. All right, so that's, again, getting rid of Orange was our main antagonist. White can be annoying with Valhallas and BCs, but I think for the most part we're all good.
Our forces are under attack.
It's clearly not over yet. We gotta wait for all this to get set back up. We need new Ultralisks, I think. Orange must have more production besides what was in the upper left, but regardless, I think we, killed the majority of it. Drones, let's transfer you down here. I know I had those Mutalisks spawn. Where did they end up? Oh, there they are. You know what? It's fine because I've got all this new production that's... Never mind.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Okay. The Nidus here. This would have been cool if we got this set up, but I think White counterattacked pretty effectively there. This is another situation where I'm kind of like, well, nothing's going to be happening for like 10 minutes maybe while I just build a new 200 army, but I'm not under threat by anything, so I guess let's just... let's just make a cut. I'll do that. Okay, I've got a bit more of a foothold here. Again, just this white faction I think is... It's kind of like blue in Mission 3. It's like the backline irritating faction. That's what it seems like to me, at least. Let's get our Defilers maybe through here. I had one. There it is. We just want to swarm on top of this area right here. Okay, that's fine. You just stay over here.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's go ahead and well, again, Dark Swarm is good if you have Ultralisks, which I don't have that many of, but we can afford a bunch. Can we maybe just kill this Science Vessel finally, please? That would be really, really helpful. So Orange is still alive. Wow, look at him go. Well, they killed something there. Let's just stay together and clean up Orange. Okay, so these are going to be my new hatcheries. Going to be Hydralisk time, and let's just make sure that we get some... I think I had a Defiler, and I just ran him in there like a dummy. That's okay. In any case, I think we've got what we need here. Dark Swarm against the Battle Cruisers would be good, if only because the Battle Cruisers have so much HP. Let's maybe pick a direction and follow through on it. I love these Science Vessels. I should probably go ahead and just kill the,
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, hello. There it is. Get some Dark Swarm up here. I'm going to assume that the Charon rockets go through that. Because, of course, they will. Now it's Zergling time. And it looks like they're not really attacking us anymore. I did have a big white attack off camera, but at this point, everything is survivable, so I'm really not too concerned about it. Ultralists doing their thing. Oh, I made drones. Here, drones. Why don't you just make some colonies? You could even attack if you want. Please tell me that this is open for us to destroy, and we don't have to go over another ledge. Okay, our income leaves a lot to be desired, and that's because we're out here. A lot of these got killed, so I had to rebuild them. It's fine. We've got a little bit down here. Again, let's maybe stay together here and just ensure that we get rid of white finally, completely.
Forces are under attack.
Out of the Holodead, big plague there. It's gonna be funny when I get mined out.
The hive cluster is under
Oh, I remember this area. It's just like a big old bunch of static D. And let's stay together. I mean, my income is fine. It's just, you know, I can spam out units so quickly. It's easy to seem like I'm out, but I'm not out. Yeah, just get some Zerglings. We'll kill him. Haha! Actually, does the splash yeah, the splash damage from the BC goes through Dark Swarm. I'm sure that I use that to my advantage at some point, so I get it. But I still hate it. Here, you guys come on down here. Make Hydralisks. The missions. I think this area down here is where the battlecruisers and Valhallas are coming from, so let's get in there. Wait, can we finally kill this thing? They're just gonna rebuild it and keep harassing, but still, I hate him. Orange, you fuck. This one was a little too big, and honestly, probably the only part that I didn't care for, though, in the grand scheme, was why is this closed off? I don't like that. And I can imagine why. It's so that Orange's attacks that are huge can be more randomized and ensure that they actually can, you know, damage the player in some way. Well, you know, we're going to slowly lose to 3 Phantoms. It's fine. It's fine, we won. We got rid of the main production of both of these factions. Here, focus this guy down. Clean them up, boys. Wait a couple seconds for more production. I like the Defiler AA. It's actually quite interesting. Okay, now we need Zerglings. Again, Zerglings just tear through bases once the main defenders are gone. But otherwise, they're, you know, a little wasteful, so... Try to protect these Guardians. They're going to slowly get picked off if we don't kill these Valkyries. I wonder where they're building the Valkyries from, actually. As long as we have something on the ground right-clicking the Valkyries, they might stop. I'm not sure. Okay, get in there. What's the ultimate goal here? Destroy all enemy bases. Okay, I think we're on track for that. See what I mean? Now they're in there, they're just going to tear through all this stuff. And they're like, all the Zerglings you make actually, I think, have max value, which is a big positive. This one took me close to an hour, maybe like 50 minutes to an hour. I mean, I cut out a little bit of time. Wasn't too bad.
The UED's defenses are broken. Arcturus, you may take possession of this world with my blessings.
Don't be snide, Kerrigan. This was part of the deal, remember? I've earned this. I am Emperor of the Dominion again. I'll be sending General Duke to establish my base of operations in Augustgrad.
I hope you make the most of your reign.
Cool, so we had a couple failed attacks. I thought we had the upper left secured, but then they pushed it back and killed my Niduses. That's all well and good. Again, kind of pads the overall time, but that's just, I think that's just the, I look at it, I'm looking at it the wrong way. Like, they're making me put more effort to win, so it's not so much cleanup as it is like there's still, you know, a threat on the map. And it's funny to think that those Phantoms could have gone forward and slowly wiped me out. This was another one, though, I really liked, like, the first 2/3 of it, but once you get to that area where you need to set up the Niduses, it really slows down. It's just like, it's sort of a fun race of, like, constant pressure on the enemy, else you get overwhelmed, and then it just comes to it just slams straight into a brick wall when you have to drop over a wall. It wasn't, I mean, in the grand scheme, it wasn't too bad, but then again, the enemy can counter it back. White specifically can counter it really hard and then make you do it again, which is what happened to me But, again, that's just... I think if you've watched me play Brood War enough, you kind of know that that's just sort of my attitude at that point in the map, and there's not much I can do to help that. I can't just pretend like, oh, no, it's, I'm having a great time having to, research Overlord drop and get Nidus set up and et cetera, and, Science Vessel harass. But it's all part of a greater picture, which is what I really do appreciate, I think, is, it kind of varied it up there in the end. I just hope that not every Zerg macro map is like this one. I mean, but like the end of this one. I hope most of the Zerg macro maps are like the first half of Mission 3 and then this one. I really hope that that's what we're seeing. Like, True Colors could be a slog. It might not be. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But again, I think where this campaign works best is when you're against multiple factions of AI, because it really rewards early aggression and early... Oh, excuse me. Had like a half burp there. An early micro-macro balance with, how much damage can you do. And if it doesn't work, then you can reload and find kind of the right angle to attack from, or wait a couple more minutes to get a few more units. And that happened on last map and this map, where I had some failed attacks, and I was like, you know what, I can do that better. Let's just reload. All's well that ends well. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.